Is it possible for a fish to drink so deep that it could empty the seas and flood the deserts with its piss? To say I was scared by its size and shape is to say the first man was primitive. In itself, that statement is a stupid, gross oversimplification of the bald facts. I was very scared, shit scared, but then again, who wouldn't be? A fish with the jaws the size of Manhattan and the arse the size of Manila would frighten even Bisherman, and trust me, he doesn't scare that easy. The sun rose red on the scattered isles as the winds howled their protest at the coming winter, and the tiny fishing boats bobbed up and down upon the swelling tide like corks in a fat man's bath. The fish was spiteful too. That was another factor to consider. A huge fish with an attitude. I mean, would you fuck about with something like that? Something big and ugly and mean as spit? Well, would you? Unfortunately for the people of Copango, they had no choice. The gods had gone. No one believed in them anymore, let alone worshipped them. And so they had left their pantheon and had retired to the warm coast of Florida as fake second-hand car salespeople, where they lived snug little lives in their retirement condos, and no one bothered them overly. But this fish was another deal entirely. It was trouble, big trouble, spelt with a capital B. The top guys in the good old US of A got out their big guns and their big bombs and aimed them at the big sky in a display of might and muscle. But the truth was not even their much vaunted power could even begin to faze this motherfucker. Something had to be done, something quick. Question was, what? When something this big and bad is heading your way, firing what amounts to pellets at its impervious hide will only provoke it more. The wise bears sat down and scratched their heads and shoved their hands deep into their pockets, only to find loose change and their scrotums to scratch. You see, these are the facts as I see them. We humans run the world in the way we see fit. We pay lots of fake compliments to a host of bogus gods, but in reality we couldn't give a rat's ass about any god. We don't, if you want the honest truth, much care for ourselves as we gaily go along fucking up this and fucking up that, because who the hell is going to stop us? Well, the answer to that, of course, is a fish. But the one thing a gargantuan fish needs is plenty of food, and when it has consumed the Atlantic has to offer, and then done the very same thing to every other ocean, sea and river, what then? Again, mankind got lucky, but one day our luck will run out. And when it does, who are we going to blame? A fish?